Hey everyone, I'm Liz Fairy and today I'm going to show you how to make these spotted crochet Easter eggs inspired by Yoshi eggs. These are similar to the Easter eggs video I made a while back, but I've improved the technique and now there's a written pattern available. This time I'll be making my eggs using these extra large Easter eggs, so I'll be making them in a larger size than before. And the reason for that is, these large eggs actually fit my baby Yoshi amigurumi doll that I made last year, so I'm going to make an egg for all of my Yoshi babies. If you want to see how I made these baby Yoshis, you can find a link in the description below, or click the card at the top of the screen. Some things you'll need for this tutorial are a crochet hook, I'm going to use a size E, a pair of scissors, a yarn needle. I'll be using a bobby pin to mark my stitches, a glue gun, some jumbo plastic Easter eggs, and you'll need yarn. I'll be using white from Red Heart Super Saver and spring green from Red Heart Super Saver, but you can use any colors of yarn you like. If you'd like a written pattern, you can find one in my Ravelry store. The link is in the description below. These are the eggs that I made last year. As you can see, the spots on these eggs pop out a lot more because I made the spots all separately and sewed them onto the shell after it was done. That method is a lot easier. If you want to make them in this style, check out that tutorial by clicking the card at the top of the screen. For this new method though, I'm going to make the spots with color changes instead, so they don't pop out as much. So I'm going to increase to widen the eggshell, then single crochet for a few rows to lengthen the eggshell, while at the same time adding spots of green to the shell. To make extra large spots, do 3 stitches of green in the first row, then 5 stitches in the second row, then 6 stitches in the third row, then 6 again in the fourth row, then 4 in the fifth row, and then 3 in the last row. For large spots, do 3 stitches in the first row, then 5 again, then 4, then 3 in the last row. For the smaller spots, do 2 stitches in the first row, then 3 again, then 2 in the last row. And for the smallest spots, do 2 stitches in the first row and 2 stitches in the last row. You can add these spots randomly all over the eggshell pieces, or you could follow along and do all the same color changes I'm doing in this tutorial. First, I'll make the bottom half of the egg. I'm going to start with my white yarn and create a double magic circle with 6 stitches of single crochet. If you like, you could start with your green yarn if you want to make a spot at the very middle. I'll show you how to do that when I make the other half of the eggshell. So I'm going to pull up a loop and chain 1. And that's going to count as the first stitch of the row. Then I'm going to single crochet 5 more times into my circle for a total of 6 stitches. And now I'm going to close my magic circle. Now that I've got my circle closed, I'm going to increase every stitch of this next row. So I'm going to go into that first chain that counted as the first stitch, and I'm going to single crochet twice into that stitch. And I'm going to mark the first of those stitches as the first stitch of the row. I want to increase every stitch of the row, so in the next stitch I'm going to single crochet 2 times, but on the second stitch of the increase I'm going to leave the stitch open and change colors to green. So I've done the first 4 stitches using white and left the last stitch open. Now I'm going to finish that stitch using my green yarn to change colors to green. So now I've changed colors to green. I'm going to single crochet 3 times using green, but I'm going to keep increasing every stitch of this row. So increase the next stitch using green, then single crochet into the next stitch using green, but leave that stitch open and change colors back to white. And remember to keep increasing every stitch of this row, so I'm going to single crochet again into the same stitch, this time with white. Then I'm going to do one more white stitch and I'm going to change colors back to green. And single crochet 2 using green. Then change colors back to white, and single crochet 1 using white. Make sure that you increased every stitch of the row. There should be 12 stitches. So I've gotten to the end of this row. In the next row, I'm going to increase every second stitch while I continue to do my color changes to make the spots. So first I'm going to single crochet 5 using white, then single crochet 5 using green, single crochet 3 using white, single crochet 3 using green, and then single crochet 2 using white. And don't forget to continue to increase. There should be 18 stitches in this row. In the next row, I'm going to increase every third stitch while I continue making my spots, just like I did in the last row. So single crochet 2 using white, single crochet 2 using green, single crochet 3 using white, single crochet 6 using green, single crochet 5 using white, single crochet 3 using green, and single crochet 3 using white. And again, don't forget to increase every third stitch of the row. There should be 24 stitches. This is going to be the last row of increase, so in the next rows you won't have to worry about it. If you want to make a larger size, you could always keep increasing with the next number, but the colors of your stitches won't line up if you do, so just make sure that you're making all the extra large spots with 3 stitches of green in the first row, then 5 stitches in the second, then 6 stitches, then 6 again, then 4, then 3 in the last row. For the large spots, do 3 stitches in the first row, then 5 again, then 4, then 3 in the last row. For the smaller spots, do 2 stitches in the first row, then do 3 and then 3 again, and then 2 in the last row. And for the smallest spots, do 2 stitches in the first row and 2 stitches in the last row. So now I'm at the end of my rows of increase, so I'm going to stop increasing and I'm going to go on working single crochets for 6 more rows while I finish my color changes. So in my first row of single crochet, I'll single crochet 2 using white, single crochet 2 using green, single crochet 4 using white, single crochet 6 using green, single crochet 5 using white, single crochet 2 using green, and single crochet 3 using white. In my next row, the second row of single crochet, I'll single crochet 9 using white, single crochet 4 using green, single crochet 3 using white, single crochet 2 using green, and single crochet 6 using white. In the third row of single crochet, I'm going to single crochet 5 using white, single crochet 2 using green, single crochet 3 using white, single crochet 3 using green, single crochet 3 using white, single crochet 2 using green, and single crochet 6 using white. In the fourth row of single crochet, I'm going to single crochet 5 using white, single crochet 3 using green, single crochet 14 using white, and single crochet 2 using green. And on the last stitch of this row, I'm going to change colors back to white. In the fifth row of single crochet, I'm going to single crochet 5 using white, single crochet 3 using green, single crochet 6 using white, single crochet 2 using green, single crochet 6 using white, and single crochet 2 using green. And on the last stitch of the row, change colors back to white again. And for my last row of single crochet, the 6th row, I'm going to single crochet 6 using white, single crochet 2 using green, single crochet 6 using white, single crochet 2 using green, and single crochet 8 using white. Then I'm going to slip stitch to the first stitch to end the row, and I'm going to cut off my yarn and sew in the ends. God, I have to do all of this again. So I finished with the bottom piece of the egg. In the next part of the video, I'll show you how to make the top piece. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. If you did, give it a like and share it on social media. If you like my work and want to support me in making new videos, donate to my Patreon. It's entirely optional, but if you do, you can get some perks, like having access to my videos a week before they're posted here on YouTube. You can find more information at patreon.com/fairyrings. And if you want to see more tutorials like this in the future, subscribe to my channel and I'll see you all next time. Bye!